Walt Disney was a pioneer and visionary. His parks are a constant reminder of that, but what one attraction really personifies Walt and his genius? Welcome to your Friday Fastpass to Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room. Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room is situated just about on the corner of Main Street and Adventureland. And at the time, this groundbreaking attraction was a delight to the senses, as this theater in the round show invited guests to experience the beauty and magic of the Pacific Islands through audio animatronic birds, flowers, and tiki gods, all from your bench in the air-conditioned ceremonial house. Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room opened at Disneyland on June 23, 1963, and was the first to feature audio animatronics technology. If you're not familiar, audio animatronics are Disney's version of three-dimensional animation. They talk, they move, and there are approximately 225 of them inside the attraction. Originally sponsored by United Airlines, Hawaii's Dole Food Company took over in 1976, and Dole remains the sponsor today. They also have another huge part in this story, but we'll get to that later. As you enter the lanai, you are surrounded by lush tropical foliage and tiki gods to help set the scene for the show that's about to come. Walking up the steps and into the ceremonial house, you will no doubtly feel something amazing, and it's not only nostalgia, it's air conditioning. When the doors open and you move into the ceremonial room, a huge center fountain is present amongst a cavalcade of animatronic birds, singing flowers, and drum-banging tiki gods. It is here where we will take our seat for the next 14 minutes and indulge ourselves in a magical world of Hawaiian storytelling and song. Our hosts for the show are the macaws, Jose, Michael, Pierre, and Fritz. I could go so much further, but again, there are more than 220 to go, so I'm gonna draw the line there. One thing all these animatronics do have in common, they're all singing songs written for the show by the Sherman brothers, Bob and Richard Sherman. Original songs such as the Tiki 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 Room and Let's All Sing Like the Birdies Sing will have you humming along for hours, long after the attraction is over. And that brings us to our first fun fact. Bob and Richard Sherman wrote the Tiki 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 Room in 1963 for the attraction, and it was performed by the Mellow Men. Why is this interesting? The Mellow Men were a popular singing quartet active from the late 40s through the mid-70s, but the group was founded by Thurl Ravenscroft and Max Smith in 1948. Now you'll remember good old Thurl from our video about the Haunted Mansion. And one more quick Thurl fact, he's the voice of Fritz, the German accented macaw that co-hosts the show. The Tropical Hideaway that debuted in 2018 now uses the commercial kitchen left by the Tahitian Terrace and what would have serviced the original restaurant idea for the Tiki Room. And because the structure was originally to be used as a restaurant, there are restrooms for guests near the front entrance of the ceremonial room. Not many people know about these, but if you ever wanted to stretch out in your own personal water closet, here's your chance. The Enchanted Tiki Room was the first attraction at Disneyland to have air conditioning, and the reason why is probably not what you're thinking. By nature, audio animatronics are machinery and computers. Every one of those little birds has an exhaust fan that would ventilate the interior workings of the animatronic, therefore raising the temperature incrementally in the room. Not to mention the fact that all this was controlled by the world's biggest computers ever, which put off plenty of exhaust heat on their own. The animatronic birds are plumed with real feathers, with the exception of their chest area. The chests are covered in a specialty woven cashmere, which allows the figures to breathe in a realistic manner. This came by accident in a planning meeting, where Imagineer Harriet Burns noticed the cashmere sweater that Walt Disney was wearing, which moved at the elbows exactly the way the Imagineers envisioned for the birds. And a quick fact on Harriet Burns. She was the first female Imagineer at Bam! Go Harriet. There used to be a fifth macaw. Back when the Enchanted Tiki Room debuted, there was a fifth macaw outside named Juan. He was out near the pathway in Adventureland. Juan was said to be the cousin of Jose, the main host inside the attraction. And I know you've been waiting for it, so let's just go ahead and go there. The Dole Whip was introduced sometime in 1986, roughly 10 years after the Dole Food Company took over as the sponsor to Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room. The Dole Whip built on the attraction's initial offering of pineapple juice and fruit spears and has since now spilt over into the Tropical Hideaway with multiple Dole Whip flavors. One last fun fact, you can ask to start the show by waking up Jose. All you need to do is ask the cast member standing by the door as you enter. Just be aware, it's usually a female that wakes up Jose because his first line references you as Señorita. In the mid-90s, the Tiki Room audio system was enhanced as subwoofers were placed in the back rows and new mid-range and high-range tweeters were placed throughout the room. With this improvement, the audience could now hear every instrument playing from the 1963 original recording loud and clear. Additionally, the 17-minute show was trimmed by nearly 4 minutes. A verse of the Tiki 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 Room and the whistling verse of Let's All Sing Like the Birdies Sing, among other numbers, were cut to streamline the attraction for more modern audiences. In 2004, the Tiki Room went into refurbishment once again, and this time to address some obvious pain points. The feathers were regularly falling out of the audio animatronic birds, the thatched roof of the building was breaking apart, and the movements of those audio animatronic figures were noisy and slow. Imagineers fixed the roof and digitally remastered the audio track, and then put in yet another new sound system, this time both indoors and outdoors, and completely new audio animatronic figures for the show. After 7 months, the Enchanted Tiki Room reopened just in time for Disneyland's 50th anniversary. Now on to today's trivia question. Why is Walt Disney's name in the title of the attraction? If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel and press that notification bell because I will be providing these segments weekly. And if you learned something new or enjoyed the video, please give it a like and comment below. Our next video will take us on a rendezvous with C-3PO and R2-D2 as we explore Star Tours. But now, on to answer our trivia question. Why is Walt Disney's name in the title of the attraction? The Enchanted Tiki Room at first was personally owned by Walt Disney himself through his own company, WED Enterprises, instead of the rest of Disneyland, which was and still is owned by the Walt Disney Company. Well, that's going to do it for us today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week with your Friday Fastpass.